Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and reviewing all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using inside of our Zombies game mode. So if you're new around here and you like to see how weapons perform inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, you are definitely in the right spot. So make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself. As well, down below in the description, you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday mornings I stream at 9 a.m., noon Eastern, and I stream everything from Black Ops 6 Zombies all the way through to custom zombie maps and have a ton of fun over there. Now, before we dive into anything review related, I just wanted to give you all an update on the lack of content recently. So my PC has been having some issues. I had a BIOS get corrupted, and currently I believe my CPU is on its last legs. So I am definitely and feverishly looking around for upgrades to be able to continue producing content for you all. So just an update so you know what has been happened and why you have not seen as much content from me as you normally do. So in today's video, we're going to go in and look at a weapon that if you're new to Black Ops 6 Zombies or you're just starting off with Black Ops 6 Zombies, that this weapon is definitely one that can help you out to get you into the game and get you through some rounds to gain that initial XP. So the weapon we're looking at today is going to be the XM4 assault rifle. So we're going to take this into Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're going to take it to max damage output and see how well this performs. So hopefully by the end of the video, you have a really good feel for how this assault rifle performs. And at the end of the video, after I exfil, you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this is going to be a viable assault rifle for you to be running inside of your Black Ops 6 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the XM4 review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. So today we're going to dive in and have a look at the assault rifle, the XM4. I do have gold on it, and when I spawn into my matches for Black Ops 6, I always come over to this melee vending machine and melee it to see what I can get out of the vending machine. Lately it's been a lot of sun chips, so let me know if you're a fan of sun chips in the comments below. Now, this XM4 is unlocked right when you load up Black Ops 6 for the first time, so you don't have to get any levels to unlock this weapon, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to review it today, to let you all know that if you have nothing and you're just starting off with Black Ops 6, what kind of gun are you going to be using? I recommend assault rifles as they seem to be one of the most viable. Just outside of the bowling alley right here is a little side Easter egg. If you need, a full power, you can get one right there. So I thought I would show you guys that. But the damage output we're seeing at base rarity was not too bad. Definitely something that handles, obviously, the early rounds without much of an issue. Part of my strategy when I do my weapon testing videos is to come to the church and throw a grenade, explosive, a stun, anything up there to blow up that zombie head, so that it can drop me some loot. Part of that is to collect, hopefully, a chopper gunner, and right there, the green tool. So now that we have upgraded the damage output on this XM4x1, I was curious to see, what's this going to be like? We just have a green tool. What kind of damage are we looking at? 183 damage for a critical shot with this XM4 just by putting green rarity on it. So, definitely something that's going to be able to handle the early rounds without a struggle at all. You're going to feel very confident using this. It shoots fairly straight. You can move fairly quick with it, so it's definitely not much of an issue as far as movement speed. You're not going to be a slug using it. So that's definitely nice. And again, it's a viable option for you to be using. As you can see right here in the early rounds, there's not much struggle taking out any of the zombies, whether they be in a group or not. If you get power-ups, double points, try and make sure you take advantage of those so that you can capitalize on earning the essence. As we know, inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, getting that 30k essence needed to get to the final Pack-a-Punch level is a bit of a struggle. So any chance that you have to grab essence or salvage, take advantage of it. So at this point, we had collected enough salvage. It was time to up the damage output on this XM4 to blue rarity, still no Pack-a-Punch, and progress through the rounds a little bit and see how is this going to be handling zombies on round 7 just at blue rarity. And I was impressed. I mean, the critical damage you're looking at is 244 on a critical shot for damage output just at blue rarity. Very, very impressive. I mean, we took out all of round 7 right there. So not much of an issue. Push up through the rounds a little bit further. Here's round 8. Again, you can see we're doing 244 critical damage up close, and around, I think it's 140 at range. So it's definitely a viable option. As you can see, that's all of round 8 right there without much struggle at all, and we're still only blue rarity. So no pack-a-punch, nothing. I haven't done anything but blue rarity. Here we are, pushed through the rounds a little bit further. We're now on round 10. Again, still only got the blue rarity on our XM4. We have not visited Pack-a-Punch yet at all. And so we are just shooting away here with the blue rarity. And you can see, like, round 10, we're still having no issues. We're not needing to, you know, move any bit crazy, crazy movements just like that. Just, stand and dish out the damage with this assault rifle is how I was feeling using this for the run today. Definitely one that I think, if you've just started, this is one that I would recommend that you go ahead and use to maybe get up until you can create loadouts if you're just starting Black Ops 6 Zombies. So here we are, blue rarity, visiting Pack-a-Punch, which now puts me at 120 rounds in my magazine. So for the build I have today, don't worry, I've got covered for the build and the camo that I'm using. So you guys will be covered there. But you can see at Pack-a-Punch now, with the build I have, you have 120 rounds in your magazine. Now this strategy that I'm showing on screen right here is something I want you all, if you are new to round-based zombies, this is definitely the strategy that you want to kind of get used to doing, is just run around the zombies, get them in a group until you have no more zombies spawning in from, barriers or what have you. Once you've got them all in a big group, back away and fire down at the crowd, and you should be having no issues to take out large groups of zombies. Now, this strategy is called training if you're new to round-based zombies, and this is what we're going to be doing in order to survive in round-based zombies and get through the rounds. So don't panic if, a bunch of stuff spawns in right away. Now, at Pack-a-Punch, we have taken the rarity now up to Epic. So we're Pack 1, we are Epic, and we're on round 15. And you can see the critical damage is 732 on a critical shot at this damage output with this XM4. So definitely a viable option. And round 15 was quick. We rounded up all the zombies from round 15 and then ran them back over here, so they came at me in a line and had no issues taking them out. Now it was time to visit the Pack-a-Punch machine and increase the damage output one more time on this XM4. So now we're at Pack 2 Epic. And let's see, how does it handle round 21 zombies with a mangler in the area? And you can see the damage output is astronomical, being only Pack 2. Definitely not much of an issue at all. So the next thing to do is to take it to Legendary Pack-a-Punch 2 and see how does it handle these pesky manglers inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Not much of a problem at all. We've got crowd control coming here. There's going to be a whole bunch of zombies coming towards us on round 22. And we are Legendary Pack-a-Punch 2. I don't have an ammo mod. I've been running the weapon testing videos without an ammo mod. But definitely ammo mods will help with dealing with the elites, as manglers and mega abominations on Liberty Falls are weak to napalm, fire damage. So if you run napalm burst, you're going to get even more damage, and it's going to make this assault rifle even better. But for the sake of weapon testing for Black Ops 6, I'm not going to be applying weapon or ammo mods to my guns. I'm just going to be showing you the weapon and then take it to max damage without an ammo mod and show you how it performs, so that you have a really good feel for whether or not this is something that you feel is going to be a viable option for you with the way you play, and if it's going to be a viable option for damage output for you to see. And you can see it, round 22, we're just missing Pack-a-Punch 3, and we were able to take out all of that without much of a struggle at all. So the last thing on our checklist is to take this weapon to max damage output at Legendary Pack-a-Punch level 3 and see just how is this weapon going to perform. Is this something that can be a viable option in that we are now at max damage output? Round 25, our Wonderfizz perk machine showed up, so it was time to grab Deadshot Daiquiri for that last little bit of extra damage boost that we needed, so we can see just how much damage are we looking at on a critical shot with this XM4 at absolutely max damage output, including Deadshot Daiquiri, but like I said, minus the ammo mod. So we made it over here back into spawn, as on run 26 we're going to be grabbing our Exfil, and the phone for the Exfil is just below this rooftop inside of spawn. But we had a Mangler spawn in right here on the rooftop, and you can see at max damage output that was not much of a fight at all. That Mangler was, you know, just able to just be destroyed at the end of my barrel. There was another one down here which gave me a perfect opportunity to just show you how quick you can just melt through the Manglers on Liberty Falls with this XM4 at max damage output. It is truly remarkable. Definitely something that is a viable option to be using inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, it is not the strongest weapon in the game, but it is definitely something that you can use if you're looking to complete an Easter egg on either of the maps. This is definitely going to be a viable option for you to be running. Now, I have noticed in my games on Black Ops 6 Zombies, you guys can let me know if you've noticed it as well, but getting into the high rounds, so say 40, 50, 60, I do find that regardless of weapon, at max damage output, that the weapons do tend to fall off the damage. At around 40, 50, 60 in there, you're going to be using a lot more of traps and score streaks and such, so I feel like this weapon being a viable option into the mid-30s is definitely going to be something that can help you complete Easter eggs on both maps and rank up and just in general survive Black Ops 6 Zombies. So the last thing to do was to show you my guaranteed method for exfilling outside of Zombies maps in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and that is to run the Chopper Gunner. To me, there is no other easier way to clear out than Exfil and guarantee that you are able to get out of the match and complete that Exfil than using a Chopper Gunner. Now, you can go ahead and complete your Exfils with the Mutant Injection. I have done that a number of times. They are definitely something that you can use as well. But for me, definitely the easiest thing to use to Exfil is going to be a Chopper Gunner. As you can see on screen, I was able to complete absolutely all of the zombies in the Exfil area, and then before I Exfil, I always like to purchase any perks that I possibly can for the little bit of XP that you get for buying the perks. And that was it. It was time to Exfil. Definitely a super enjoyable run today. I definitely like using the XM4 assault rifle. I feel like if you're new to Black Ops 6 Zombies and you're not sure what weapon to start out with, I feel like this is going to be a solid choice for you to get through the rounds into the mid-30s without much of a struggle, as long as you're continuing to increase the damage output on the XM4. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in today. And as always, at the end of my videos, I will show you the build that I used on the XM4 assault rifle for today's run. So you can see right there, it is not max level yet, so there is one more magazine clip that you can add that is a little bit bigger. I have not unlocked that as of yet, but this is the build that I used for today's run. So if you want to make any changes to that, let's work together down in the comment section so that we all have one amazing build on the XM4 to run. And this is the camo that I was using for today's build. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.